So I came on and I was just saying to myself right now, it's not that I want attention, but actually I think I kind of do. You know, because when shit is going on and you go to people and they don't want to help you or whatever, I'm gonna make, you know how when you're drowning, you're like, help me. It's like that. So yes, every fucking time you do some bullshit, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna speak on it. So I drew some stuff and I spoke about this shit this morning or yesterday about the fucking train. Okay? This motherfucker, it says that somebody's sick or they want to get us sick. And you know how when the train passes by, it I guess they release some kind of fumes or whatever. It was talking about a lot of fumes. Multiple times. Fumes, and then it causes blindness, it causes hearing loss, it causes, or maybe that was the fucking spell work they were doing. Whichever one it was, bitch. But this is what I just drew. Okay? You can put it every fucking way, you'll get some shit. Right here, that man right here in the middle, that's the conductor of the train right here. And all the shit around him is all the information. Okay? So no matter how the fuck you turn it, you get information, bitch. Okay? So, fumes. Some shit with blindness and something about the urinary tract. Basically a whole bunch of shit. But I did want to say that because, like I said, these people come from all kinds of different government positions. This motherfucker's from, is it the government? Is it the military? I don't know, bitch. But he's somewhere up there. Because mind you, you have to be an engineer to drive one of them things. It can't just be any rando bitch. That's how I know that these people are affiliated with people in power. Not just because I say, oh, they're closing the streets down, and people are like, well, they close the street down all the time. Yeah, they do. They do. But not like from my job to here, like basically guiding you, like I want you to take this specific path, right? Like a fucking rat, bitch. So, yeah, I wanted to come on and say that. I don't know if I posted that other video, but I think I'm gonna, because I didn't have no fucking internet, about my check and shit and these whores in the background. Like today, there was a lot of people who ran the fuck off to do some spell work. I'm still alive, but you can't do shit. You cannot do anything but get your karma. You're going to get your karma for the bullshit that you do, and it seems like you don't care, and you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off. But there's nothing you could do anymore. Like, there's proof of your bullshit. I was gonna say some other, oh yes, okay, so some lady was talking about somebody having a vasectomy and then going on and reversing the bitch. And then all of a sudden you got like 20 bitches pregnant, okay? And then was asking why did, talking shit. So mind you, I had already spoken about this story where I had 4 kids already, right? And then the last one, Mr. Somebody was supposed to come in and he never did. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I want another kid, even though I kind of knew he was already cheating on me and I kind of didn't want to be with him anyways, but I wanted another baby. So I was like, I want another baby. He's like, I don't know, we already got 4. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to give me a baby, I want you to get the fuck out. Because, I mean, that's all he was being used for, bitch. So just like he was using me for a come up, I was using him to have my children. So if he wasn't going to give me a kid, I could take care of my fucking self. I've been taking care of him. So anyways, so I got pregnant. Mind you, I'm the type of person that when I get pregnant, I just get pregnant, right? These motherfuckers didn't want, because he didn't want that baby, he made me lose 3 babies, like one right after the other, okay? His family members came to the house one time. Next day, I had a fucking miscarriage. Once we told them that I was pregnant. And the next day, all of a sudden, it was a miscarriage. The other one, he fed me some shit from the calle. He went and bought me a bag of nachos or some kind of chips with some pig skins in it. I liked him, right? However, because I had already lost 2 at the time, I was sitting there in bed. I was basically not trying to move much, right? And I was already kind of far along. I was, I think, like 9 weeks, maybe, something like that. And all of a sudden, he feeds me this. And then the next fucking day, I have a miscarriage, bitch. Anyway, so the last one finally, right? But I remember when I told him, I was, how many months was I think I was like 3-4 months. No, I was like 4 months, because I was like, well, if I have a miscarriage, then you can't get me pregnant no more. So let's wait a little bit until I know that the baby's safe. So he's like, fine. So he went to Guatemala. Oh no. And then finally, when I was around that, actually, no, I was already like 6-7 months. And I told him, I said, okay, I think you need to go get a vasectomy now, right? And he's like, why? No, he didn't say, he said why after, because I didn't want to have sex with him without a condom. But at the time, he's like, oh, well, wait, I'm going to go to Guatemala first, and then I will get a vasectomy. And I was like, why? Right? Why can't you get a vasectomy before you go? And he's like, well, I don't want to feel all weird, sick-wise downstairs if I'm going to go travel. And I was like, fine, right? But this was already in the works, because he didn't want to have a vasectomy. But then I was like, no, we already got all these kids. Like, this is the last one. Like, fuck it. And then, like I said, he had all these kids, but at the same time, he didn't want one. So he was like, well, I'm scared. And then finally he was like, yes. But again, he kept postponing it. And in my head, and I kind of realized that shit. How I realized it was because he said, do women get their period at the same time? And I was like, why? He's like, oh, no, I'm just asking. Because he was fucking this bitch, and the bitch wasn't pregnant. She didn't get pregnant at the time, right? So he kept trying to get the bitch pregnant before he had the vasectomy. So finally, he delayed it maybe like 6 months, bitch. Something like that. And when he went to the doctor finally, he's like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to get it because they're not, I registered and everything, but they never came out of the office. And then I was like, oh, well, no, you need to stay there. Go tell them that you're there, right? And he's like, oh, no, I'm just going to leave. So he goes to his car. How do I know this? Because he told me. He said he went to his car, and the nurse ran to his fucking car, like followed him to the car. How did she know that it was him? I don't fucking know, bitch. But she said, he told me that she followed him all the way to his fucking car and got him out of the car. Like said, hey, did you register for something? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, come, I'm gonna help you out. So that's how he got his vasectomy. He was almost not gonna get it, right? But the lady, like, I felt like it was God's plan for him to get it, bitch. But anyways, after all of that, again, he didn't want to get the bitch pregnant, or he didn't want to get me pregnant, but then he wanted to postpone until he got his other whore pregnant. Finally, I don't know if he got her pregnant finally. I think he did, because that's how, what kicks in, where his aunt, before all of this happened, she said, Luis, the day that his mom got buried, his aunt said in front of everybody, bitch, she said, Luis, you're gonna have 2 more babies, and one of them is gonna be a boy and one of them is gonna be a girl. And I was like, what the hell no. At the time, I wasn't planning on having a baby, right? I didn't think about it like that. And then I was like, why the fuck is she saying this, right? So anyways, when we started trying, then that's what that was. I had the boy, and apparently the bitch over here had the girl, okay? And so basically my kids are almost the same age, okay? And at the time he kept talking about a bitch named Rosie, but then I know he was fucking Ashley. So bitch, whatever bitch, one of them two, I don't know, bitch. Anyways, so then he went to Guatemala, all this shit happened, and then all of a sudden when we were fighting, he's like, you trapped me with this baby. And that's when that story comes in, right? And And then after that, I'm like, I didn't trap you for shit. I told you I wanted another kid. Now, I didn't tell you I wanted to stay with you, though. Like, I wanted the baby, right? And, like, basically, we were mean to each other, okay? People might be like, damn, she's such a bitch. No, the relationship was like that. He was already cheating on me, and I knew it. And because stupid, the person that was supposed to show up didn't show up, I mean, I wanted that baby, you know? I mean, I know it ain't the same, but I felt like it was. I felt like I told my mom knew all about this shit. I said, you know what? I'm going to divorce him. I don't want to be with him anymore because he's a fucking cheater and a liar. But I want to have another baby before he fucking leaves because I don't want to have like a whole bunch of fucking kids by different men, right? So that's what happened. And after a couple months, you know, when stupid ass Eric came in and then he started talking shit, and then Chris came in and then he started talking shit. Like I said, these people were already in my energy field. They were already doing all kinds of shit. Like I said, my son's name is Christopher, right? So they were already there. Mind you, my son, the older one, when he got mad one time, all this shit had gone down. My husband had left. Stupid ass Eric did spell work with his horse so he can leave, so we can get in a fight, like a physical fight. And then the cops were called and everything else. So when all that shit happened, my son, we got into it with my son. He's like, oh yeah, that's when he's like, you don't even have enough to pay the bills. I said, how the fuck would you know that, right? Are you with these fucking people stealing my money in the background? Or how the fuck would you know that? And if you did know that, why the fuck wouldn't you as an adult help your mom? If you know your daddy ain't here, you know I can't pay no bills supposedly, right? How the fuck, you have the audacity to tell me this shit, but, you know, just basically throwing it to my face. Then he said something about, yeah, look at your kids. They're like dumb. They don't even do nothing. That like they're lazy and they're this and they're that. And the little one here can't even talk and he can't even do this or that. He's like, that one ain't even my... And then he didn't say shit. And I said, what were you going to say? He's like, nothing. And he never repeated it. He never said what he was going to say. But I understood him basically trying to say that my son wasn't his son. Right? Because when I was pregnant, that's when my husband had his vasectomy. Right? So, bitch, I had told everybody, since you bitches like to play with all these... Actually, maybe it won't even work that way either because you hoes like to play with all of the medical, all the paperwork is false. So, because I was going to say, do DNA tests on all of them. On all of them. All of them are my bad. That's the one thing, bitch, I am proud of. Yes, I was in a loveless relationship. Yes, the only thing that I'm proud of is that. Not having fucking children from like 20 different baby daddies, like a whole lot of you hoes out here. Or even trapping him. My situation was with consent. I said, I want a baby, and if you're not going to give it to me, get the fuck out my life. And he's like, oh, no. That's not baby trapping you, bitch. That's you making a decision to give me that baby. Okay? So, that is what it is. Also, what the fuck was I going to say about that? Because it went, whoo. What was it? So, the baby situation. Oh, at that time, like before he left, I had my son and everything else. And this motherfucker kept getting a little bit more, he lost the embarrassment. Like he didn't even care anymore either, right? So then his phone, his history, like I would be able to watch his history and look, because I had ordered this thing that it's not 360. It's something else that I had installed on his phone. And I was able to see what the fuck he was doing, what, you know, the calls he was making, shit like that. That's before I actually confirmed, okay? So once I saw he was Googling all kinds of shit. Mind you, at that time, Ashley was already fucking with his phone. She would even change my shit. They would go into my accounts and cancel my Google accounts. They deleted the whole fucking Google account one time. They deleted the Google account. I would, you know, in the Google space, I guess you're able to monitor for like 2 days or some shit like that. I did that a couple times, and then all of a sudden it got deleted. And I was like, who the fuck is deleting this shit? And then they asked him, they sent him a message, what is your location? And I was like, bitch, who wants to know your location? It's my job. I said, motherfucker, your truck has a satellite. How the fuck are you telling me that, you know, they're the ones asking for your location? And it was on your personal phone. Anyways, so there I was able to see his history. On his fucking history, I had found out that when his mom died, you know, he didn't do shit. He had to take money, supposedly, bitch. He took money. No, he did for real, but supposedly he didn't do that for his mom. So he took money out of my account, which is our joint account, right? That was for the household. And said that he was supposed to give Brenda half of whatever they paid for, you know, funeral costs and all this shit. I was like, I mean, what the fuck was I gonna do, right? It's his mama. So that stayed that. Then I find out maybe a month or two later, some shit like that, stupid ass Ashley's mama died. And all of a sudden I see, and this is how it all, wait, let me just finish this part. Then I see that on his phone, on his history, it was like this website where I guess the government helps you with money for you know, to bury your parents and whatever, money to bury people for their deaths or whatever. So that was on his phone. Then on his phone was him basically like doctor's visits of a woman who apparently couldn't have any children. This bitch had, what's that shit called? Those things that grow in your uterus. And she wasn't able to have any kids, supposedly. I forgot what they're called. See, and they're sending spell work. Back to sender, bitch. Back to sender. So, anyways, I already had 5 kids, bitch. So, if anything, if it's you young bitches, you better watch out, because you hoes ain't gonna have kids. And if you already do, same shit that you sent to my child, right? You don't want to get pregnant and have a fucking kid. That's all, you know. You did that shit to me twice already. So, have fun with that. For your fucking destiny, bitches. Anyways, so then this is what happened. Then I see that this bitch is going to the doctor trying to have that shit, like consultations with doctors to have geneticists and all kinds of reversals so they can have a baby, bitch. Then I found my husband trying to find out same thing, places where he can get a reversal of his vasectomy. So I confronted him about this. I said, who the fuck? And this is the thing. Ashley was controlling his phone. And he was controlling my phone. And I was controlling his phone. So Ashley basically it was all 3 of us, bitch. In a whole mix here. So everybody knew, everybody was fighting over who's doing what, where, when, and why. Because they were mirroring the phones and shit. So whatever the fuck this bitch in the background was Googling, I would see it. So whether it was him, and he kept saying, it's not me, it was his fucking whore that was mirroring his fucking phone. And because I was able to see that shit, I was able to see her fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So that's what I wanted to say. So this lady was talking about, I guess, a man who got a whole bunch of bitches pregnant, and he kept asking like, why did I have a whole bunch of bitches pregnant when I had a vasectomy? Number 1. Or number 2, she said, or it could have been that the whores just got pregnant on purpose, you know, shit like that, you know, before he got his vasectomy. And he told them that they couldn't have any children. But, you know, I remember I told him, he said, I don't know, we were arguing, and he said, well, if I already got somebody pregnant, why would I use a condom if they're already pregnant? And I was like, are you stupid? Maybe the whores that you're fucking you can't trust, because maybe she told you she was pregnant and she's not, and you're fucking her without a condom until you get the bitch pregnant, right? Bitches, these motherfuckers are stupid, and then run around acting like, how is it? Go back to school, bitch. Educate yourself. If you're fucking like 20 bitches, the bitches that you're fucking are not legit bitches like that. They will fucking just manipulate you and trap you, and then now you're screwed. That shit happened to my fucking brother. This hoe was like, I'm taking pills and shit. All of a sudden he got bamboozled and was like, what the fuck? Why is this bitch pregnant? Because she fucking lied. So this is the same shit that these dummies are doing in the background. Sometimes it's the females and sometimes it's the fucking males trying to baby trap a bitch, and then fucking like 20 bitches. They got 20 baby mamas, not only to have coverage in the ethers or to be attached to them in the ethers or for blessings and shit, but because they want to control the bitches here in this lifetime. And then they're all benefits because, you know, you could claim the kid while they don't even fucking take care of them. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. And if anything, do a DNA test, bitch. Right? If you bitches are talking about my kids are not his or no, and also no baby trapping nobody, bitch. Because I told you every fucking time, that first one, except for the second one, the daughter was not planned. That was forced, bitch. That shit was forced. Because I wanted to leave him when I only had one child. I was like, bitch, I don't want to be with you. And he's like, oh, no. And then I was like, yes. And then when he saw that it was a yes for real, then he baby trapped me. Okay? That was a trap right there. The other ones, yes. I said, I want a kid now. On cue, bitch. On cue. Okay? That's how that went down. So, no, don't act like I made you have no kids or I trapped you, bitch, because I did not. With the first one, bitch, it was like, I don't want to say hit it and quit it because I was with them for a while, but I thought I was going to come over here and leave your ass behind anyways. So it wasn't a baby trap, bitch. So it is what it is, bitch. Stop talking shit. Stop trying to act like you didn't get these hoes pregnant in the background. And actually, you know what? Thinking about it, me saying that, because that, everything I just said happened. However, because these people were mirroring shit, I know a lot of people like Eric Moreno was also mirroring my phone. So, I don't know, bitch. Figure it out. If he's the one popping up with like 20 kids and he don't know why because he had a vasectomy. Oh, you know what else she said? She said that this motherfucker here did this shit on purpose. And because that's all they do, fraud shit, he went back to the doctor and said, undo my vasectomy and then we can sue the medical place or whatever for malpractice and shit, and then they could get paid for it. So say whether it was the woman, whether it was the man, that's exactly what the fuck she said. And I believe it because you hoes have been fraud everything. Fraud death certificates, fraud marriage certificates, fraud taking me off of the title of my own house. For all of it has been fucking fraud. Fraud here at this bitch at my job. All of it. So yes, I believe it, bitch. I believe it. And I'm the type of bitch that I don't care. I'll out myself out. I could care less. I don't have nothing to hide. So when you run into somebody and they're like, I could tell you some shit about her, is a lie. Or do your research. If I said it out my mouth, then it's facts. If not, then they're fucking lying. I haven't fucked nobody but my husband since I got married. Listen, married. Clue. Married. Okay? And my son, figure it out. Okay? Married. So, like I said, if anything, I remember his aunt said I was a whore because when I had that first son, that's when I said I don't want to be with you no more. And he found out that a guy named Henry was calling my house, his aunt's house and shit like that. That's when his aunt started calling me a whore, right? Does she know everything that happened? I don't fucking know. But her mouth just ran, you know. She called my mom and everything. So that kid, though, was him forcing himself on me. So you can Google that. You can go get readings on that. You can ask him, do whatever the fuck you want to do with that. Okay? So fuck you. And that's the information I have for right now. I'll probably be back later with the help me, and see who's going to help me. If anything. I mean, right? I've done this shit forever. It doesn't even matter. But there should be people out there that would do the right thing, right? Knowing that there's fraud shit going on, knowing that there's illegal shit, covens and shit. I know people are scared to get involved with this bullshit, but guess what? If I'm in it and I'm thriving, right? Even though you might not think I'm thriving, bitch, with all them death spells you've done on me, and I'm still walking right next to you, for a lot of you, they're at my job, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're not good at what you do. You're not good at it. So you hoes need to go sit down. Go sit down. And I can still fucking see you trying to attack me, seeing all the shit that you've done. You already did it though, dummy. You already did it. You already did it. So what the fuck else you don't want me to see, bitch? There's more. There probably is more. And it's slowly coming the fuck out. Slowly. So I don't need to do shit because it's slowly coming out, bitch. And you hoes are gonna get it from God and from this place as well, like from this life. And I want everything you took from me back, bitch. My beauty, my mind, my eyes, my everything. Everything you took from me. And yes, bitch, it affected. I was looking at my face. I'm like, damn, I just got surgery this morning. I was like, damn, I just got surgery like a year and a half ago. And it looks like I never had it done. Thanks to you hoes. But you know what this is going to dismantle or reset on that ass? Everything that you've done, you're going to pay for. Everything. Every fucking thing. So you're going to have a redo of your life. Because the life that you chose to live wasn't even yours. So, give me back my money. And we'll go from there. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck all of you.